Hi, Ipek. How are you today and where are you dialing from?
Hi, Kate. Thank you for having me. And I am wonderful. I feel great today, and I'm very excited to be here. I am from joining in from Ontario, Canada.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for taking your time today. I know it's the morning for you, right?
Yes,
To join my
yes.
hot seat session, the purpose of which is to help companies and businesses all over the world to address their blind spots and gain a competitive edge with the help of our wonderful mentors. So, first of all, I'd like to know about you and your expertise.
Thank you. So, again, first of all, for me, I would love to celebrate my 3 years with the Gleek community. Actually, it's been 3 years, and I just had LinkedIn remind me that. It's very wonderful to be here on the hot seat
See,
on the third anniversary of my time with Gleek. I see myself as a change champion and a catalyst for transformation with a passion for guiding individuals through the complexities of modern life. And as a coach, as a mentor, as a meditation advocate and teacher, speaker, and author, everything I do is my main motto or my mission statement is bringing the world closer to calm, one beautiful soul at a time. So everything I do is aligned with that mission statement, and I specialize in helping overwhelmed individuals harness a profound sense of peace and harmony through my coaching methodology, inspired and supported by core values, mental fitness, and mind mastery. And I love working with individuals and teams who are going through the turbulent waters of change. It's fun enabling them to embrace transformations with confidence, joy, and on their own terms. I also share my teachings and meditations through the amazing Insight Timer app in the form of correct recorded tracks and live talk and meditation sessions. So, as I said, I have been a proud mentor for the Gleek family for 3 years now and celebrating my third anniversary. And it's wonderful to be sitting here on the hot seat and being with you, Kate.
I'm so happy for you. I see people in comments are also celebrating you right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Yeah, I see Michael, I see Ashwarya, my lovely friends. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Well, today, as a celebration, we're going to cover a really interesting topic that I personally like, which is how to set up goals, grow beyond limiting beliefs, and build confidence as a leader. So, my first question to you is I've heard that a lot of leaders they do grapple with self-doubt, but how can somebody identify and address these, limiting beliefs that might hinder their growth?
Yeah, that's a good question. As leaders, uh, we often encounter limiting beliefs that hold us back from reaching our full potential. These are the self imposed mental barriers in general that we place on ourselves. Often, it stems from negative past experiences, fear of failure, or the influence of others' opinions, mainly. And the most important question is not what caused them in the first place, but how can we identify them, catch them in the act, and overcome them? Because our time is limited here, I want to quickly start sharing a few tools that could be helpful for our audience to make note of and maybe start implementing them swiftly. One effective technique I use with my clients is to challenge those beliefs. I tell them, ask yourself, is this belief serving me positively or holding me back? By questioning the validity of these beliefs, you can start reframing them into empowering thoughts. You can change the perspective. For instance, if you believe you're not good enough to lead a team because of past failures, challenge that belief by acknowledging the lessons you have learned and the skills you have acquired, and replace the limiting belief with a positive affirmation, maybe like, I'm constantly growing and improving as a leader. Though I want to make one thing clear, without taking decisive action and working on growth and improvement as a leader, affirmations could take you only so far. So you need to be that leader who takes conscious steps to make that affirmation a reality for yourself. It may take time and practice, but with consistent effort, you can transform these limiting beliefs into powerful drivers for success. The To overcome limiting beliefs, I came up with my AQRVP method. So I'm going to tell you what they stand for. A stands for awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts and emotions. Identify recurring negative thought patterns that may be limiting your growth as a leader. Q stands for questioning. Ask yourself if these beliefs are based on objective reality or if they are assumptions. Challenge the validity of these beliefs by seeking evidence to the contrary. R stands for reframing. Once you have identified a limiting belief, reframe it into a positive and empowering statement. For example, if you believe you're not good enough to lead, reframe it to, I'm constantly growing and improving as a leader, as I said before. V, it stands for visualization. Visualize yourself as a confident and successful leader. Engage your senses and imagine the positive impact you can make on your team and organization. And P stands for practice. Changing limiting beliefs takes time and effort, and consistency is key. Practice positive affirmations, journaling, or working with a coach to reinforce empowering thoughts. So this is my my little short way of helping with limiting beliefs. I hope it
No, this is wonderful. It's really clear. Like your
helps.
explanation is really engaging to hear and clear to me. So thank you
Yeah.
so much. I feel
You're
like my
welcome.
second question is pretty much connected to your first answer. And it's also again about self doubt. I know that
Mm,
self doubt is pretty
mm,
much connected to the lack of confidence in leaders. And
yeah.
I think it's a, like, it's a key to actually be an effective leader. So how can leaders, maintain this undevoted, confidence in their abilities? I can and I will do.
Yes, that's another very important aspect of being a good leader. Confidence. It's crucial for effective leadership. And it's not about like being arrogant or having all the answers. Rather, it's about trusting yourself and your ability to navigate challenges and make the best decisions for your team. In my opinion, one way to build confidence is passes through building your competence, being competent about what you are doing. It's about consistently investing in your personal and professional development, acquiring new skills, and staying up to date with industry trends, whichever industry you are in. Because you know what? Confidence comes with competence. Without enough competence, you can't feel confident enough. So, the more knowledgeable and skilled you become, the more confident you feel in leading your team. I was reading this book. Which book I was reading? The last book I was reading. I cannot remember the name, but in the book, it was saying 10. Oh, yes, Outliers by Maxwell Gordon, I think. And he says, you need to have 10,000 hours to feel confident and competent about your topic, whatever that is. 10,000 hours is not a myth, it's true. And another aspect of confidence for leaders lies in embracing vulnerability, which is really hard for most leaders. As a leader, it's okay to admit when you don't have all the answers or when you made a mistake. Authenticity and vulnerability create trust and respect within your team. And it encourages your team members to be vulnerable and authentic and honest too. So, and then accordingly, it enhances the whole team's confidence level. And something though in to keep in mind, building confidence is an ongoing journey, but one thing leaders skip fast is celebrating successes. Yeah, I want to make sure everybody hears this because no matter how small, please do not dismiss successes. Acknowledge them for yourself and together with your team. On the other hand, setbacks are part of the game too, and accept that there will be twists and turns along the way. So try going through your disappointments fast and use your time and energy to see what am I learning from this setback or failure. Take the knowledge you gained and use it to get better, and keep pushing your comfort zone and taking calculated risks. This consistent efforts will boost your confidence and inspire others to follow your lead. And confidence is also, sorry, you want to say something?
No, no, no.
Oh,
Continue, please.
okay. So there's one more. I'm quite, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this whole topic. It's because confidence is a key attribute of effective leadership. But however, it's also important to distinguish between true confidence and mere arrogance. True confidence comes from self awareness, competence, and authenticity, vulnerability. So, continuously investing in your growth, as we said, embracing vulnerability, and making courageous decisions. I want to stop there too a little bit. Decision making. Confidence as a leader involves making tough decisions, even in the face of uncertainty, right? So, analyzing the situation and gathering input from your team, asking their opinions, and be willing to take calculated risks to move forward is so important in being a confident leader. And another thing that I really love to have my clients like train themselves work on is positive self-talk. So monitoring your self-talk is so important in becoming master of your mind and using the positive intelligence, uh, and replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. So reminding yourself of past successes and strengths to help with your confidence rather than focusing on the failures and what was negative in the past. So I have lots to say, but as I said, please don't forget to celebrate small successes. The more you celebrate, the bigger your successes will become, and your team, the more you celebrate it together as a team, your team will bond much better. So that's an important thing.
I like how you came back to celebrating small successes because it pretty much leads to my last question to you, which I find really, really important. What
Mm.
strategies or frameworks, as a proud Gleek mentor, can you recommend to our dear leaders when it comes to making decisions and having clear and achievable goals?
Yeah, goal setting. It's a big topic. It's foundation of personal and professional growth, because goals obviously provide direction and purpose in our lives, and for leaders especially, setting clear and specific goals always helps leaders and their teams to stay focused and motivated. And when setting goals, it's essential to make them smart. It's very well known thing. I mean, I know everybody watching us right now must have heard of this: smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goals. But let me break down how this works in a leadership context for the ones who are not familiar with it. For example, let's say you're leading a team in a marketing department. A smart goal could be to increase, let's say, website traffic by 25% in the next quarter. This goal is specific, right? Measurable, achievable, relevant to the team's objectives, and has a clear time frame. So, goal setting is about creating a roadmap to achieve your vision. And as a leader, setting clear and specific goals for yourself and your team is very essential to drive focus and motivation. Another effective method I like is OKRs, which stands for Objectives and Key Results. And that involves setting high level objectives alongside specific measurable results that you are aiming for. This framework brings alignment throughout the organization and facilitates some kind of tracking progress. Let's consider a leadership objective to improve customer satisfaction, for example. In this case, key results could be increasing positive customer feedback by 15% within the next quarter, right? And reducing customer complaint volume by 20% over the same period. See, you have your objective, like it is improve customer satisfaction, and you also set a goal for the results you want to acquire. So you are so clear what you want to do and how you want to do it. And these are the results I want to get. So, how am I going to get to those results? What are the steps I need to take? One other tool that I really like is the breakdown strategy, dividing big and ambitious objectives into smaller, like bite-sized, manageable steps. That that helps with overwhelm. So each step becomes a milestone to celebrate, uh, and boosts motivation and confidence. The more smaller steps you take and you are successful doing that, you feel more confident about the whole picture. Uh, this strategy also helps you monitor progress more effectively and make really necessary adjustments along the way, because you have a smaller goal, and even if you fail, you have a better opportunity to fix it and continue on your path toward the bigger goal. So these strategies, I hope, provide a roadmap for setting clear and achievable leadership goals, empowering all the leaders to navigate their journey with purpose and success.
I
So that's what I have. Yes, and Vida says objectives should be measurable. Yes,
I
absolutely.
agree. I also really like that you mentioned OKR because it's my personal favorite framework and I find it really effective. So thank you so much. Ipek, it was so great to host you on your 3 years anniversary at adding this. So I celebrate you again and thank you so much again for taking time to share your wonderful insight. I loved your energy and I'm sure my audience did as well. So if you did, I highly encourage you to check our caption and see how you can work with EPAC to solve your personal problems. Thank you so much and have a great rest of the day. I know it's only morning in Canada.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. I know I spoke like machine gun, but
No,
I wanted to
absolutely. That
pack
was so
as much as
clear,
possible.
slow, and structured. I really appreciated it. It was really clear and structured, so no worries. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Goodbye, Ivek.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.